Hello and welcome back to the land of SIKA, and we actually have 2 perk points to spend here. It's actually been a while since we've even been able to spend some perks that could be kind of useful, because most of our high tier or higher level skills are kind of difficult to level up at this point. Anyway, let's take a look here. Increase your defense against mount charge damage or your couch lance attacks. Okay. Well, I don't couch lance. Yeah, sure-footed, I guess. I said, oh yes, these skills and perks are going to be so much more useful. No, they're not useful at all, apparently. Anyway, small increase to clan life expectancy. Wounded troops do not decrease morale in battles, or food variety increases recovery rate. Yeah, I'll take that. Every day of the week. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're here at Of Castle, and I will be attempting to besiege it once again. What we are going to do, though... actually, let me just stop there real fast. I want to call for a couple of people, so let's actually just get a couple of people to join us. Just really fast. And we're going to take Of Castle, and hopefully then go on to Cranarog Castle straight away. That is what we are going to attempt to do. I'm actually thinking, should I even bother destroying the walls? Or should I just make these siege towers and just go straight on in? It actually might make sense for me to not even bother with the trebuchets. But they are building they're building catapults. Okay, they are building catapults right now, so yeah. We're just going to go for the thing that I thought I should do initially, which is just to build the trebuchets, but that is going to take a little bit longer, and that's obviously not something that I really wanted to do, because I wanted to take it in very quick succession. I didn't really want to have to deal with a long drawn-out siege, especially at a castle. I mean, come on, it's just a castle. It should be easy enough for us to take it, right? Anyway, what we're going to do after this is I am going to head back to my settlement, and I'm going to spend the money that I have in attempting to create, I think, 2 parties. I think I can probably maintain 2 parties in terms of the amount of wages that will be required to maintain them as much as possible. And these parties are going to be consisting of course, the... Oh, hello. Okay, I'm not sure if that was 1,000. I mean, I'm not sure if the 1,000 army actually got into a battle with us. No, they didn't. Oh, you absolute idiots. Oh, they absolutely... They are kicking themselves right now. They are kicking themselves. There is nothing they can do about this. Not in a million years. And we are going to go straight on in. They are the aggressors in this as well. And they thought... that 1,100 strong army was right with them, but they jumped the gun because I decided to well, actually I didn't decide to do anything, actually, never mind. I was actually going to give myself a little bit of props there, but no, actually no, I didn't do anything worthy of mention, unfortunately. Oh well, whatever the case, we're just going to be doing this. We're going to just do auto-delegate for everyone except our infantry, and then we're just going to move our infantry. Oh, I can't even move them ahead. This is where I can move them. No, I've totally messed it up now. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's just do something like this. And there we go. Okay, let's go. Let's go for it. Okay, so now here's the thing. I'm actually wondering whether we would even be able to achieve victory even if the 1,100 army was in here. I think we would probably run out of people. But it would be interesting to try, at the very least. So, yeah, I don't really want to. I'm not saying that that's what I want to do, but it could have been pretty interesting to see. But, yeah, we don't have to wonder, because we're fine, and we're not actually going to be attacked by those guys, at least at the moment. I will be attacked by them soon enough, but not at the moment. Okay, these horsemen are not doing anything. Okay, I told them to auto-delegate, and then they just decided to stand there. I'm not entirely sure what they were doing. They were literally just standing there doing nothing at all. That was not exactly great, gotta say that. Seems like the enemy has a lot of archers. A little bit problematic to see all those. Oh, okay, we might have some issues here. Especially considering I'm not really getting many kills. Here we go. Can I kill some of these? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. And it seems like my forces are... I don't even know, really. I don't really know. I mean, they're still throwing their javelins, of course, as you might expect them to do, but I'm a bit worried. No. Yeah, we're going to tell them to charge now. There we go. As I said in the previous episode, it's very important with thrown weapon units to get the right timing in regards to your charge, because you don't want to charge too early, and you also don't want to charge too late, because if you charge too early, then your units are basically just going to continue trying to use their thrown weapons, and they're not going to do that badly, because obviously that's kind of what they're designed to do. You know, thrown weapons are technically designed to be used on the move a little bit more than, you know, crossbows, for example, and you know, that's not terrible to do. But if it's too late, then obviously if you take into account the various cavalry units that the Mogrians have, especially in this situation, they're just going to pick them off. They're going to pick off your units really, really easily, because they're not helping each other. They're just standing there in the same exact positioning, and things can go very bad very quickly. But it seems like, no, it seems like we are actually able to achieve victory here with very minimal casualties, probably because of the charge order, I think. The charge order definitely made sense. I think the main strategy that we have to take away from this is stay and hold position as long as you possibly can, and then when the enemy has been weakened significantly from a variety of sources, you know, horse archers, regular archers, and of course the infantry's own thrown weapons, that is when you can initiate the charge order and things can go very well for you, or at least hopefully go very well for you, because obviously bear in mind I have very high tier units at the moment, and you know, if you were to try and obviously if you were to try and do this with some low tier units, it wouldn't really work as well as this, of course. You know, it very much depends on your opponent as well. Because if your opponent is the same as you, same kind of tier, then of course it's going to be a relatively even battle. But in this case, obviously this is the main reason why I actually wanted to attack the Mogrians to begin with. Apart from the fact that their territory is encroaching upon ours and is kind of splitting our consolidation up in a pretty harsh way. I'm going to take a look at the map after this so I can show you, but yeah, we're gonna, as I say, after we've taken these two castles, which I very much hope we will be able to do, because this battle's taking quite a while, and then we're going to be going in for another battle against the 1100 force, once I've taken a look at the composition, of course, because I actually don't even know how strong they are and what kind of units they even have. But that's definitely going to be, yeah, so hopefully what we're going to be able to do is take those two castles, defeat the army. So this is the order that we're going to do it in. Defeat the army, take the two castles, go back to the settlement, create two parties, and then look for other fiefs, I suppose. Yeah, then look for other fiefs for us to take, and then we'll see if we can actually even do that. Because as it stands right now, I'm a little bit dubious about even being able to take these two castles, because I don't know what kind of garrison Cranarok Castle has. I know that Ov Castle has, I think, 200 and something in there, and obviously we don't know whether the army nearby has placed any additional units in, because they really don't want to lose this. And then we also have to be a little bit worried about the fact that my own faction might decide to stab us in the back, not in a malicious way, but just in a way of, oh, we have too many enemies, we must make peace with these fellows, you know, all that stuff. You know what they like to do usually. Anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna do this, and I'm actually gonna go for tactics, I guess. Yeah, we'll go for some tactics. Dun, dun, dun. There we go, and there we have it. Okay, so yeah, that was remarkably easy. As you might expect, they had some very low tier units, and the only reason they went in is because they had the very strong army nearby. That was the only reason why they decided to be aggressive. And yeah, that makes a whole bunch of sense. But they failed to get them in the actual battle itself. They were too eager. They were too eager to murder us. And they were punished according to their eagerness, which is actually quite nice for us in a multitude of different ways. Okay, so let's actually just take a quick look here. Dodd is his name. Okay, hello, Mr. Dodd. How are you doing here? Oh, he has a lot of prisoners. This could be fun. Ooh, wait a minute. Ah, yes, the YARIANS. The YARIANS have now decided to declare war against us. Not a big fan of that, gotta say. Not a big fan of that, but we can't do much about it at the moment. Let's just recruit all those prisoners for the moment. And now let's actually just take a quick look here. Okay, so they obviously want to fight us. Let's take a look at their composition. So this is the main problem that I have seen multiple times. I'm actually not entirely sure what they could do to change this, but I would like to see just the tier of unit. And this is just an idea. Obviously, this is not a thing that they have to implement or anything like that. I'm no one, after all. But what I'm actually just going to suggest is what I would like to see. I would like to see tier 1s, tier 2s, tier 3s, tier 4s, tier 5s, all the way up to whatever tier is available in the game, and then just have a number next to that. And it basically just says to me, oh, this army is very, very strong because they have X amount of tier 7s. Or something along those lines. That would make all the difference in the world, and they wouldn't have to show me every single unit in the enemy's army. And that's it. That would make it much easier, in these large armies at least, to be able to see what kind of composition the enemy has. Because as it stands right now, I can't see. Look at this, it's off the screen. I'm never going to be able to see that. Not unless I'm playing on a vertical monitor or something. I don't even know whether that would work. Probably not. But yeah, whatever the case, here you go. Okay, this guy is going to be... I'm going to say he might be a bit difficult. I mean, I can obviously see their composition now a little bit closer. You can see here they have horsemen, they have riders, they have lancers. This guy's got recruits, he's got horse archers, horsemen. Yeah, there's a huge amount of cavalry here. And this is probably going to be a little bit difficult. But what else can we do? As I say, our plan is to eliminate as many of these people as we can get, and then move on to those 2 castles. And that is what I'm hoping that we will be able to do. Alright, so I'm just going to do this the old-fashioned way, because apparently my cavalry were really, really weird last time. Where they weren't... Oh, they're actually doing the same thing that they did last time. They're just protecting the flank. Okay, so we have horse archers. Wow, this is actually a really cool spectacle with the flame arrows, isn't it? Oh yes, I love that. That is so, so cool. Yeah, that is the reason why flame arrows are so incredibly nice. Doing these nighttime battles, and I mean you can see thankfully because we're fighting in the snow, so it's a little bit easier for visibility's sake. We've already eliminated one of the enemy's leaders as well, which is also great. That makes a huge difference. But yeah. Anyway, okay. Oh, the enemy is already upon us. Okay, that was very fast. Surprised. Surprise Pikachu face. Yeah, absolutely. I was not anticipating that they would be that quick, but I'm going to tell my forces to charge in, and we'll see what we can do. I'm actually wondering about that. Actually, seems like there are a lot of horses in the midst of us right there. A bit worried about that because that's going to mean that they're going to be blocking some of our infantry from getting into the fight. Might be a bit difficult. But the best thing I can do is literally just to continue dealing damage as much as possible. Reliable damage is the name of the game. There we go. Is that an enemy leader? I think that's an enemy leader right there. I'm going to try and eliminate them if I can. It is. Oh, a little bit of damage. Had a shield on her back. That is unfortunate. I won't be able to see her anymore because she's now gone into the enemy, actually into my lines. That was not a good idea to go into my lines. You're probably going to get killed there, even if I don't kill you. You know, just imagine running into the obscure soul judge knights. You know, imagine running into those guys. Then you're basically running into almost like shall we say, a less deadly version than them when you run into my units. Because personally, for me, I think the obscure soul judge knights are still more powerful than my units. I know. It might seem really, really weird for me to say that, but it's true. My forces only have 210 two-handed weapon proficiency, whereas the obscure Sword Judge Knights, I believe they have 275 in two-handed. So that is a very, very big difference in their proficiency level. And that is actually going to make even more of a difference in attack speed than you'd think. And apart from that fact, they also have better weapons. Yeah, they also have better weapons than my forces too. So those obscure Sword Judge Knights, I would actually say they might even be the strongest unit in the mod. I know. There's going to be a bit of a debate about that, but obviously I haven't really seen all of them yet. I don't think. I mean, we've seen the demons, right? We've seen the demons, so maybe the demons are actually better, because they have two-handeds as well. But the demons use a different kind of two-handed, and they are a little bit lightly armored, as we've seen from our companion that we created rather recently. So it very much depends on what you consider powerful. Because I'm looking at the overall protection that the armor gives, and the obscure Sword Judge Knights are very, very protected by their armaments. And then you also have to think about how offensive they can be, so their weapons are very, very strong. They have great skills. And, well, the demons, on the other hand, if we're comparing them against the demons, obviously, the demons are very strong in terms of statistics. I think they might even have higher HP values. I'm not entirely sure about that. I might actually have to check my companions just to see exactly how much HP they have, because I don't even know how much HP I have at this point, even. I haven't looked at that for very, very many episodes now, so I will have to check it out and see exactly what's going on with it, because this mod does incorporate one of those fantastic mods that makes it possible for you to gain direct HP power from leveling up, or at least that's what I've made the assumption that it is actually, you know, doing that. And I love that. I absolutely love that, because it makes you feel like you're actually a stronger unit, instead of just being a, you know, paper bag, as it were. Because in the base game, obviously, you have 100 HP, and you can spec into some HP increasing perks and things like that, but it really doesn't do much. Doesn't prevent you from dying from like a really large headshot or something like that from a thrown weapon, and this mod does. You know, the sub mod that the Land of Sika is using. Okay, so obscure Sword Judge Knights, we're just going to be going for a bunch of those, and we're going to be going for athletics and tactics. And there we have it. Can I actually... Oh, I can spec more? Oh, I had no idea I could spec more. Are you serious? Are you serious? I thought I could only do 2. I bet you've been telling me as well. Yeah, I bet you've been telling me in the comments about that. Oh, now I'm kicking myself, you know? Now I'm kicking myself. Oh, well, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. As long as we increase their athletics, that's all that really matters, in my opinion at least. That's all that I really care about. And we're just going to be taking all of these people prisoner too. There you go. We were able to achieve victory. And, wow, that's a lot of people. And these people all get released as well. All the Nicanians. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of people that they had there. An evil Flame Knight. Look at that. And an obscure Sword Judge Knight too. Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. When I saw all of their prisoners, I assumed that they had some pretty cool ones, right? I mean, they're going to have some pretty cool ones. And you know what I'm actually thinking right now? I might actually decide to just take all of these prisoners and rescue them. Not these ones, but take the other ones that are rescuers, you know, the rescued ones, and then just turn those into parties with my companions. That might actually make the most sense. Yeah, that might actually make the most sense. So I think we're probably going to do that. Boom, let's take all of them. And then I basically just have to make sure that I don't move, right? So if I move, I'm going to lose a huge amount of units, and I don't really want to do that. So let's create a new party, and we're going to make... Who's really good? I mean, look at this guy. He's got 262 in medicine and 211 in scouting. I mean, really, all of these guys have better medicine than me. That is hilarious. Look at the demon. He's got 287. Yes, 287. That's crazy. Okay, let's make this guy. Yeah, we'll make Turiodos the Red. He's going to be one of those, and we're just going to basically be transferring a lot of units to him. Not the Evil Flame Knight, thank you, but this guy. Yeah, okay, that seems good. I'm not trading anything away that I really want to keep, right? No, I don't think so. Okay, so we'll just give him 80 straight off. Boom, like that. And there we have it. Okay, yeah, so let's do that. And then we'll create another party. Bear in mind, I only have a maximum of 4 parties here, so I have to be a little bit cautious and choose things relatively nicely. Ooh, look at that guy. He's got 211 in scouting. Yep, let's do that. And we'll just transfer these guys once again. There you go. He's got a bunch. And there we have it. And we'll do the last one. And then we'll see who has the most in 2 different categories. That's what I'm mostly looking for here. So these guys have some good engineering skill, which might be useful. This guy's got 259 in engineering. I'm thinking we'll probably go and take that guy. There we go. Because we could then add him, theoretically, we could add him to my army, and then he could be the engineer. You know what I mean? He could provide us with some much needed engineering prowess, I guess you could call it. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get rid of the rest of the forces that I have here because I don't have space for them, and I don't want to lose any of these very, very good units for bad ones. So we're just gonna let them go. And then what we're going to do is, before anyone else calls these guys into their own army, I'm going to hopefully call them to myself. There we go. Let's get these guys right there. There we go. Fantastic. All right, so they're all going to join me right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go straight on into Of Castle, and hopefully the engineering... Oh, look at this. Look at this. The engineering is so much faster. However, look at the daily gold change. Look at that. 16,000. Oh dear, I might have gone a little bit overboard. What do you say? Yes, I might have gone a little bit too crazy with creating my parties, but it was a good opportunity, wouldn't you say? I thought it was a good opportunity at least. Anyway, we're just going to take a quick look at the owner of Veron Castle, the vote. I don't really care who it goes to be honest. Let's just try and get a little bit of relation here and there. Bear in mind, we don't have that much influence, so we do have to be a little bit aware of our value in that, because we want to make sure that we have a decent amount, just in case. There might be something that we could use there. We're almost clan tier 5 as well. Let's see, anyone else needs to level up? No, we have some Dark Wave Knights in there. Look at how many prisoners I have. Wow. That's pretty crazy. And do I have anything else to spec into here? No, I do not. And otherwise, we'll just put that trebuchet away. All right, so we have a bunch of catapults up against us here. Now, I would have actually built the siege tower and the... Oh, what? Did you see that? Wait a minute. I would have built the siege tower and the other thing, the battering ram, if they didn't build catapults. But they are building catapults. But did you see what actually happened in the text box right here? I'm actually kind of surprised and well, happy to see that. The Yi clan has joined the Lamoka. You know who they are, right? I hope you do. I hope you know who they are, because well, that obviously doesn't work, but it's actually Lotus's clan. Yeah. Cool, right? That's actually really cool. She has 51 relation with us now? How did she get 51 relation with us now? I must have released some people from her clan or something like that. That was probably what happened there. Anyway, so yeah, this is the leader of Lotus's clan. Hilariously enough, obviously she doesn't want to marry us anymore, which is wholeheartedly, you know, understandable. But obviously that's just, I feel like that's just like a gameplay, not a bug as it were, but you know, it's just, I assume the quest just wasn't expecting that to happen, you know. It wasn't expecting her to get married off to someone else. Oh well, never mind. But yeah, that's very cool. So she has now basically returned to our faction. They defected from the Nicanians, and are now part of the Lamoka, which is actually fantastic. I love that. So that's really nice. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to stagger the use of our trebuchets so that they don't all attack the same target at the same time. And then we're just going to destroy the walls as soon as possible. And then we'll go straight on in. And we're just going to... I'm basically what I'm going to do... I'm going to just tell everyone to forget using ranged weapons. That's it. I'm going to disable their ability to use ranged weapons, as I only want them to use their massive two-handed swords to cleave a path all the way through into the courtyard. That is it. Let's see how quick we're actually able to take this if I actually take such a cutthroat strategy for getting into the... Oh, I'm blinded. Ah, I'm blinded. Oh, I can't see. Okay, this is actually... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm playing in a darkened room right now, right? And I was not expecting absolute whiteness, so incredibly bright. I don't even know. Okay, I don't want them to fire at will. Can you actually not fire at will? Can you hold fire? There we go. Hold fire, and then everyone charge. There we go. That's what we want them to do. Okay, whew. Okay, it's a little bit better now that I can see the castle, but literally this is lighting up the room I am in. I don't need lights because apparently the screen is enough, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay, can you actually get over here, guys? Can you actually come and help me? Because I'm getting murdered almost. Oh, I can destroy shields relatively fast apparently. That's pretty cool. I like that. Usually I don't really destroy shields that quickly, but it's nice to see that we're actually being able to do that a little bit. I should probably get out my bow as well, try and do a little bit of damage like this. I'm being shot from somewhere? This guy? Are you serious? Are you seriously shooting me in the face? Yeah, he is. How dare you. That is not very nice. Okay, so yeah. So my forces literally are just cleaving a path, like very literally cleaving a path through the opponent, which is exactly what we wanted them to do. And how long do you think it has taken us so far? Because for me, I think it's been about maybe 2 minutes so far. I'm not sure. Let me have a look. It has been almost 2 minutes. 1 minute 30 it was at the time that I asked that question. So that's pretty good. Obviously, you got to bear in mind this is a very minimal garrison in comparison to what we would normally be facing in like a town or something along those lines. But I'm really, really pleased to see that this strategy was not that bad. I don't know how many units we've lost. So okay, yeah, no, we haven't lost basically anyone, which is to be expected as well. I mean, we are outnumbering the opponents so heavily that I guess it is just to be expected, really. Okay, so 2 eggplants right here. We're going to be training them in things. It's not really going to do much for them, though. And there you go. All right, done. Okay, so fantastic. Now we can rescue some more. I'm not going to rescue any more troops. Ooh, I am going to take the Devour Demon, though. Thank you very much for that. I will always be looking for more of those. And they don't have any other prisoners otherwise. So we're just going to leave them the way it is. There we go. I could technically put it in the garrison, but it's not mine anyway. Oh, we lost one of our... Are you serious? Oh, we are so unlucky. Literally, we are so unlucky. Okay, wait a minute. His army is here. Let me inspect the party troops. Okay, this is his army. I do not care about these units one bit. Okay, so I'm just going to let them do whatever. They can probably go into Of Castle and just, you know, I don't know, put units in there or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how that even works. Reformians party. Change party. Oh, you can actually change the party leader on the go? Oh, no, that's actually very cool. Okay, so let's actually make it so that someone else is leading that. So let's make it so that this guy. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. So he's going to go over there and he will then take... yeah, there you go. He is now... Wow, that's actually really cool. That's a cool feature. I like that. That is a really, really cool feature. So let's actually do this. And I'm actually going to call for that fellow to join my army as well, so that we can maybe increase our leadership skill, even though leadership is not really that necessary for me at the moment. But you never know, might be useful. And let's just get him. There we go. All right. So yeah. So this guy is going to be coming over to join us now. And we've just got people. Yeah. So that guy literally died. He was one of our best units with massive amounts of engineering skill. So now it's going to take a huge amount of time for us to build any additional siege equipment, which I gotta say I'm not looking forward to. We've lost someone. Yep. You see, oh, that grinds my gears so hard right now. That really grinds my gears. Okay, did you see that? The clan that left us just now, the clan that left us had both of these towns. Both of these towns. And he has defected over to none other than the Mogrians. And now he has made it so that we have to fight in those sieges again and take them. Oh, that guy. Oh, now that's exactly the reason why I really, really like having diplomacy installed. Not sure whether I can even install it with the Land of Sika. Maybe it would be an idea for me to check that out. I might decide to do that, or maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. But basically, it would allow me, if you don't know what diplomacy does, among other things, it allows me to send messengers to people, which would be kind of nice. But apart from that, it allows me to make first... What the... What's actually going on with this? What's going on with my influence right here? Is that actually going to make my influence go down by, what is that? 2 billion or something? I don't even know. I don't want to take the chance. I don't want to take the chance in doing that. But yeah, anyway, it does give you the opportunity to have the first dibs basically on any particular fief that you take. So that would have actually been fantastic. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna try and take this. Oh, my engineering is still relatively fast. So I suppose it's just because we have generally quite a few people with decent engineering skill, and we're gonna be attempting to take this. I'm actually wondering whether I should even just execute the guy that defected, because he annoyed me like no one's business. Okay, so now I can actually spend a regular amount of influence. Must have been some weird bug going on there. But yes, here's the peace offer. See, there we go. That's exactly what's happening. The peace offering is coming in, and what we're going to do is I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to build siege engine and battering ram, because they're actually going for ballistas right now. So I should have the opportunity, if at all possible. Please get the battering ram. Please get the battering ram. This is all we need to do. Just that one. There we go. And yeah, so I'm going to go straight on in here, primarily because I do not want them to make peace before we take at least one of these towns, and I will be able to hopefully take this vassal prisoner. If I can take him prisoner, I'll execute him. I know, usually okay, here's the thing. Usually I'm not going to execute if I can help it, but this guy just doing this whole... I'm gonna defect with 2 towns away from your faction and join the Mogrians, even though the Mogrians are weaker than this one. I'm not entirely sure why I even did that. Why did he do that? That's the question that I'm asking. That's really, really weird. I don't know. But I believe he was a Yan dynasty vassal before he joined the Lamoka, so it could very well just be a case of him having very low loyalty to our leader. That could be the only reason. That could be the reason. So that is a problem, because now when these kinds of votes come up, we are going to have major issues. Yeah, major issues, because now we are going to have a situation where if there's actually a vote, and the vote is between just those kinds of vassals, then we are going to have to choose between them, and they're always going to be having that possibility to defect. Got to be really careful here. Yeah, that guy's getting... Oh, yeah. Just kill them, please. just gonna have to try and act very economically here with my shots. I mean, I don't have to worry about the shots as such, but I do have to worry about getting kills relatively quickly here. Okay, oh, hello. Shot my own forces. That's great. Wonderful. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to do every single time. I want to shoot my own forces. I mean, I do that in every single battle almost. I'm very professional. You know, that's the reason why you could never see me play in esports, you see. If Bannerlord had an esports... doesn't Bannerlord have an esports scene? I'm actually not entirely sure whether it does. I would doubt it, but maybe it does. I remember there was an event in Warband a while ago that was kind of like an esport-ish thing. And that was maybe kind of cool. I don't know. I didn't manage to catch it, unfortunately. But whatever the case, yeah. Anyway, going back to the point, if this was an esport, you can best bet I would be the one shooting my own teammates, purely by mistake, mind you. Let me just add that, purely by mistake, not because I'm wanting to. Wanting to kill my own team. Obviously, I don't want to do that. I'd like to win in that kind of situation, but oh my, I can imagine it would be very, very bad. Although, to be fair, I would be trying a lot harder than I am right now, because obviously I'm not really caring too much if I shoot my own people, but yeah, the point is, that would be amusing. I can hear the commentators now. Oh, and look at that. Reformist has shot another one of his teammates. I don't know how he's still on the team. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Let's not even go there. And then it. Oh no. Yeah. I was gonna say. And then all the esport news sites are gonna be like, when is this guy gonna get kicked off this team? He must. I don't know. Bring something else to the team. Nothing. The answer is nothing. He brings nothing else to the team. Actually, he brings nothing. just scratch the else, right? Anyway, yeah, we should be absolutely fine to achieve victory here. I mean, obviously, this is not really a particularly difficult siege for us to do, but it is one of those that we're going to have to run through the streets for many, many minutes. Alright, there we go. That's indeed a victory for us. Obscure Soul Judge Knight has leveled up, has been promoted. Has a promotion available, whatever you want to say. And otherwise, we're just going to do the same thing that we were doing before, where we're just going to give them scouting, athletics, tactics, and they could possibly be kind of useful for parties in the future. Maybe if I actually get to Clan Tier 5, it might be nice. Oh, 5 Dark Wave Knights. Yes. Thank you very much for that. I am loving that. That's great. Alright, we'll just let the rest go. Let's take all of the loot. And do I get to take him prisoner or no? Apparently I didn't get to take him prisoner for some reason or another. Okay, well, whatever the case, I'm going to be disbanding my entire army. I did say that I was going to take Cranarog Castle, but we are going to be making peace with the Mogrians relatively soon, and I don't think I even have the ability to do that before the peace agreement comes in. So that's unfortunately going to be happening. And here we go. We're going to get 2,400. I didn't actually want 2,400. They actually gave us another tribute offer, which was 4,800. But it seems as though we will have to accept this one, which I really didn't want to have to do. But it's okay, because we are indeed at war against the YARIANS as well. So we have wars on two fronts. But it would have been fantastic if we would have been able to do something else here. I'm going to actually give this to the leader of the faction this time. I'm not going to give it to anyone that could potentially defect, because the leader is obviously not going to leave. Or at least I hope not, right? And yeah, so we've done a little bit of, consolidating. We've got Veron Castle and Ov Castle, just not Cranarog. And if that guy hadn't defected, then we would also have Cranarog. But yeah, we also lost that town over there too, which is pretty awful. And the YARIANS are, of course, now at war against us too. And I'm actually really surprised that none of my fiefs have been attacked. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.